When a hotel tester's expose on a billionaire's hidden cameras backfires, she becomes the target of a ruthless smear campaign until a fateful car crash collides her with a reclusive A-lister harboring his own ties to the scandal. Ethan Hart knows more than he lets on about the corruption she's uncovered, but can she trust the Hollywood icon with her life, or is he just another piece in the billionaire's deadly game? In a world where lies outshine truth, the most dangerous secret isn't the cameras. It's the way his gaze makes her forget to run. Hello everyone, this is Drama Lab, let the story begin. The comment section blazed like wildfire, each word a searing brand on my screen. Her hotel reviews were never worth a damn, she probably planted those cameras to shake Damon down. Damon's resorts are 5-star for a reason. Who times hot water with a stopwatch? Next she'll count toothbrush bristles for clicks. I, Lila, stared at the vitriol, my jaw tight enough to crack. As a professional hotel tester with 48 properties and a dozen boutique inns under my belt, I'd built a 500k follower platform on brutal, unflinching honesty. But exposing a hidden camera in Damon Voss's flagship Valewood resort? That had turned me into public enemy number one overnight. I tried to do this the right way. Called the resort manager first, even emailed Damon directly with high-res photos of the tiny lenses I'd pried from the smoke detector and behind the mirror. Their response? A patronizing dismissal, a minor equipment malfunction, Ms. Hale. We take guest safety very seriously. Then came the bribe, cold, calculated, a 5-figure check slid across a desk as if my integrity had a price tag. I'd walked out that day, unpaid, and hit post on my expose video mid-drive, naive enough to think evidence would matter more than a billionaire's charm. Now my inbox overflowed with accusations. I was a gold digger, a fame seeker, desperate to trap Damon, the media's perfect philanthropist billionaire. I laughed bitterly, scrolling past a tweet calling me a delusional attention whore. Damon? He didn't hold a candle to my silver screen idol, Ethan Hart, 4-time Oscar winner, notoriously private, zero scandals, and the kind of quiet humility that made my chest ache. Just thinking of Ethan's calm smile in *midnight solitude soothed the sting of the comments. I grabbed my phone, propped it on a stack of hotel reports, and hit record, laying out the receipts, screenshots of Damon's dismissive replies, close-ups of the dismantled cameras, timestamps proving I'd warned them before posting. I'm not here for drama, I said, voice steady despite the lump in my throat. I'm here to keep people safe. That's all. Then I hit play on Ethan's latest movie, letting his performance drown out the noise of the internet's rage. 2 hours later, my phone pinged with a notification. #Lila exposed trended alongside #Damon Voss responds. I braced myself, scrolling to his video. There he was, in a tailored suit, smile practiced, announcing he'd hired a top-tier security team to audit all resorts, and offering me VIP discounts for life as if I'd fabricate the whole thing for free breakfast. The narrative shifted instantly. I was the petty villain, he, the graceful hero. By dawn, I'd packed my desk and handed in my resignation. My boss, a grey-haired man who'd always believed in me, pressed an envelope into my hand. A birthday bonus, he said, though I hadn't celebrated my birthday since I was 6, when my parents died rushing home for it. You'll rise from this, he said. I nodded, blinking back tears. I hoped he was right. That evening, hunger finally overrode my despair, driving me to a downtown steakhouse I'd been craving for weeks. But traffic snarled like a nest of snakes, gridlocked by a fender bender. I swore, swerving onto a quiet side street, desperate for a shortcut, when a tabby cat darted into the road. I jerked the wheel *crunch star. My bumper kissed a sleek black SUV's taillight, the sound echoing like a gunshot. Heart racing, I stumbled out, only to freeze as a woman with firecracker energy emerged from the steakhouse, arms loaded with takeout bags. Are you kidding me? She yelped, dropping the bags and leaning into the SUV. Ethan? You okay in there? Ethan? My ears rung. The woman spun, squinting at me in the dim light. Wait a second, you're that hotel tester, Lila Hale? Heat flooded my cheeks. I'd just rear-ended my celebrity crush's car. I'm so sorry, I babbled, gesturing at the cat now perched on a fence. It was an accident, there was a cat. Relax, she said, softer now, though her eyes still held curiosity. I'm MIA, Ethan's sister. Insurance'll handle the damage, no biggie. But her gaze lingered, as if she knew more than she was letting on. 3 days later, an email blindsided me. *Eclipse Entertainment Ethan's studio wanted to interview me for a new consumer safety initiative. I stared at the screen, pulse thudding so hard I could feel it in my fingertips. MIA must have mentioned me. The office loomed like a castle when I arrived, all glass and marble, Ethan's movie posters lining the walls. The receptionist led me to an elevator, where MIA appeared, grinning like she knew a secret. "Fancy seeing you here," she said. Ethan's been asking about. The doors slid shut, cutting her off, but my heart was already racing. The interview was a blur of questions about my testing methods, my ethics, how I'd handle high-pressure situations. Then the HR manager smiled. "You're hired. Report to Clara Bennett, she manages Zoe Reed." Zoe Reed, the actress who'd vanished from headlines 6 months ago after a messy split with Damon Voss. Coincidence? I followed Clara to an office, where Zoe sat, sunglasses hiding half her face, a faint bruise peeking out from under the frames. "Damon's trash," she muttered when I mentioned the resort scandal, voice tight. "He'll burn himself down eventually, just watch." Weeks blurred into controlled chaos, prepping Zoe's comeback campaign, dodging Damon's petty PR hits. He'd leaked sources calling me unprofessional, and inevitably crossing paths with Ethan. He'd pop up in the break room, coffee in hand, asking about my day. Once, I found him in the supply closet, sorting books and winter coats into boxes. "For the kids in Pine Ridge," he said, nodding at the labels. My breath caught. Pine Ridge was the rural school I'd been donating to for years, sending books and supplies quarterly. "Small world," I said, warmth spreading in my chest. "I've been donating there too." His smile softened. "I know. MIA told me." Then Damon struck again. Tabloids screamed, Lila Hale bribed by Damon's rival, photos of me flirting with Ethan, we'd been discussing a script Zoe might star in, circulated, along with doctored texts proving I'd extorted Damon. My phone blew up, but Ethan's text came first, "stay strong. I'm handling it." That night, his assistant called. Ethan was unwell after a meeting with Damon's team. Could I bring some over-the-counter meds? I found him at a downtown bar, sitting alone in a corner booth, tie loose, cheeks flushed from more than just alcohol. "You shouldn't have done that," I said, sliding a bottle of water and painkillers across the table. He grabbed my wrist, eyes intense, pupils dilated. "For you. I'd do it again." The words hung in the air, electric, before he leaned in, pressing a soft, tentative kiss to my lips as if I were something precious, something worth cherishing. "I've wanted to do that since you crashed into my car," he murmured against my mouth. "Since I saw your video, saw how brave you were." Damon's end came swift and spectacular. His ex, a model with nothing left to lose, leaked recordings, him mocking Zoe, bragging about silencing critics, even joking about testing hidden cameras at Valewood. The internet erupted. #Damon Voss is over party trended for days as his empire crumbled, sponsors fleeing like rats from a sinking ship. Months later, at Zoe's comeback award show, she thanked me by name on live TV, tears in her eyes. "None of this would have been possible without Lila," she said. Cameras panned to me, and I froze. Ethan was in the front row, winking like we shared a secret. Backstage, he pulled me into a quiet supply closet, away from the chaos. "Enough secrets," he said, dropping to one knee, a small velvet box in his hand. A diamond glinted in the dim light. "Remember that crash? You didn't just hit my car, Lila. You crashed into my life. And I want you to stay." Tears blurred my vision as I nodded, words failing me. "Yes," I whispered, finally finding my voice. 1,000 times yes. We went public that night. His tweet *, "She crashed my car. Then she crashed my heart." Forever. *, broke the internet, servers crashing under the weight of millions of likes and comments. Fans dug up our Pine Ridge connections, my old donation receipts, Ethan's quiet charity work, calling us a perfect match. Now, as I nestle into Ethan's side on our couch, watching our wedding video play on the TV, I laugh at the chaos that brought us together. A rogue cat, a corrupt billionaire, a chance interview. Life's funny that way. "You know," Ethan says, pressing a kiss to my temple, his voice warm with amusement. I'd let you crash my car 100 times over if it meant getting to love you. I grin, looping my arm through his, pressing a kiss to his jaw. Some accidents, after all, are the sweetest kind.